What up, y'all? It's Crew, also known as Araneae Storm, checking in for the Chiron series. We're going to be finishing up Chiron and Pisces to be exact. I know y'all was supposed to drop the bitches last week, but it's just, sometimes I just be going. I've been going through my bouts. That full moon had me stuck. Okay, so here it is. So we going to just drop it. This week I'm going to just chill. And then I'll probably come back next week a little bit for y'all as far as the series and things go. And I'm also recording videos for the Patreon account. So, yeah, if you haven't already, definitely go subscribe. Patreon.com/AraneaeStorm. I'm going to do a video just specifically for the Patreon. But I just definitely want to make that drop just in case you feel like you want to go. I think I'm going to focus more so the Patreon on like the transits. Weekly astrology readings as well. Just a little mix of stuff that we don't necessarily talk about full up on the YouTube. We'll be definitely talking about over and headed over to the Patreon. So y'all make sure y'all want to come through for that for sure. All right. So when it comes to Chiron and Pisces, let's talk about the Chiron energy first, and then we'll go into Pisces. This is the 2010 generation. Last time it was in Chiron, or last time we had Chiron and Pisces was 2010, but this is the 2010 generation. Oh, man. And when I think about Chiron, even though I'm not a 2010 baby, when I think about Chiron being in Pisces, wow. So much happened in 2010. I'm just like, wow, it makes so much sense. So basically, when we talk about the energy of Chiron, this is where we talk, or you might hear people say the wounded healer. But I like to think of it in a little bit deeper terms as far as Chiron really is being able to heal other people, but also essentially being able to heal the self. Healing is an ongoing process. It's not something that we actually come to. It's something that we're always doing, whether we see it or not. And also too, I've been saying in the other videos and stuff like that, I think of it as like the Kundalini energy as well. Not fully, so don't come at me, bro. But for the most part, I do think of Chiron as that Kundalini, or has themes of the Kundalini energy within it as far as healing modalities go and things like that. So when we have Chiron move into Pisces, this can definitely be like a feeling of loss. And not loss in a way of like Pisces energy knows that it's not from this earth, and that it knows that it's from another world, and it's like looking for its place in the world, that kind of loss. But just lost in trust in the divine, period. Pisces, the energy of Pisces is about having faith in something bigger than yourself. Having faith in the unknown, being able to see. This is not the seeing is believing energy. This is the feeling, understanding, knowing, trusting energy, right? So Chiron can kind of pull that away. You definitely want to see what house it's in and also what aspects it's playing it off in. But this Chiron definitely makes one feel like lose all hope in humanity, head ass. You feel me? Like that's kind of the energy that I feel when it comes to Chiron and Pisces. For sure. The connection, I think of it as like a connection being severed. It's Chiron and Pisces. Like you're looking for some sense of connection to the divine, which is the interconnectedness with us all as a people, as society. But there's some type of disconnection to that. And so you're searching for that. So feeling like you don't have a creative bone in your body. Pisces is a highly intuitive, highly creative sign. It's the ability to be able to pull from its emotions, to be able to pull from its depths in order to create. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be like the painters and the artists and the music and things. It could be those things, but creativity just lies in this energy. So it's feeling like I don't have anything to like create. I don't have anything to make. Like that's definitely this energy when Pisces comes into play. And it's like, but you do though, Pisces. You have the ability to do it. So why not just do it? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So do it, Pisces. You feel me? So yeah, that is definitely something that Chiron and Pisces will have to work with. I think it's just more so about even just allowing yourself to be creative instead of just acting as if you don't have no creative bone in your body, which we all know, Pisces, you got it. If anybody else don't got it, Pisces, you got it. You feel me? Definitely outer body experience. So a lot of times with this Chiron in this particular generation, this is not feeling into the body because Pisces does rule the feet. So there's this idea of being detached from the body. You know, the feet are the gateway to the soul, the gateway to the vessel. So it can feel like a lot of times you're ungrounded in your thoughts, body, mind, soul, and spirit. And oftentimes you feel like, is this even my body? Like, am I attached to this vessel? Like, it could honestly feel like sometimes you're looking at yourself play out in a movie, but you're not really all the way here. You're not really all the way there. So it's being able to ground yourself within this particular experience that you're experiencing in this lifetime, in this material plane, and not feel like you need to be somewhere else. That's not to say that simultaneously we don't live through lives and portals and all that kind of crazy stuff, but it's getting back connected intrinsically, or not intrinsically, getting back connected to what makes you you, getting back connected to the body that you reside in this particular lifetime, instead of living life in a idea of watching it happen. It's actually taking ownership of your life and making it happen, right? Fear of hurt, rejection, and betrayal. So oftentimes we hear in the astrology community when we're talking about Piscean energy is the victim of the situations. What's so interesting about this idea of Pisces playing or being the victim, I'm like, very interesting, because I'm not gonna do it, y'all. Y'all know, if y'all know how I talk about Pisces, y'all already know. So interesting that happens, because shit, to me, I thought everybody had a point where they've played the victim, or they played as if, you know, they were the ones that got the thing done to them. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like when people talk about Pisces in a way of being, or they just only focus completely on Pisces being too sensitive, or when we talk about this idea of victimhood, and that's all they focus on, kind of side-eye people like that, because Pisces is so much more than this idea of, and not really even that. When we talk about sensitivity more comes from the ability to feel, the ability to be able to tap into your own personal emotions, right? So if we talk about the fear of hurt, fear of rejection, and betrayal, because there is no boundaries to Pisces, sometimes because it's mutable water, Pisces kind of like the fish can be a little bit more balanced in the water. It's easy for Pisces to not have those boundaries. It's easy for Pisces not to have discernment, which it has to look to Virgo for, which is on the opposite side of Pisces, its sister sign. But you have to understand and know when to kind of allow people to come into your own aura or energy and you know, energy field, like I said, an aura. And you got to know when to step the fuck back, or just tell people, hey, yo, you over there, I'm over here. No beef, no hard feelings, but hey, I'm gonna need you to stay over there. You feel me? So sometimes Pisces, or this Chiron energy, can lock itself away. Feel like it has no purpose. Feel like it has no right or reason to like be in this particular world, when really in actuality everybody needs Pisces. It's the 12th house. Everybody needs Pisces. Pisces is the mirror of the zodiac, much like Gemini, but just in a different energy, because it is the 12th. It is the oldest of all signs. At Pisces, when you get to Pisces, you are going through the final cycle before you get to the one, which is Aries, right? So I think this is more of about trusting in yourself, trusting the decisions that you make for yourself, and not allowing other people to make those decisions for you, or to project fear or things onto you. Understanding that as far as rejection goes, there's going to be times in your life where not only you feel rejected, but you're going to be rejected, and not allowing that to stop you from keep it moving and swimming like the fish, to keep it flowing, to keep it Bussin', you feel me? And that's on Piriana, all right? Lack of trust in people, and like I said, the lack of boundaries once again. Just because one person hurt you, Pisces, or just because you've been in a situation where you've been hurt, this does not necessarily mean that the whole entire world is out to get you, Pisces. Initially, regardless of what people say or might feel about you, what you feel about you is how you feel about you. And from what I know, Pisces, and I'm not saying that, other signs, you this or that, because once again, like we say, frequencies, but some Pisces, it's some of the sweetest signs I know. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that Pisces is completely innocent and Pisces doesn't do no wrong, but there's a sweetness to Pisces. There's a sweet nature to Pisces. So I just would say with this, just not to allow the world to harden you, not to allow the world to make you cold, because even though people say, Pisces is, I guess, I don't know. I've just never met depending on where, but Pisces are very people persons to me. I don't really call Pisces as a sign that is like super shy. I don't know. I guess to each his own. But Pisces are definitely people. But that's not to say, like I said, if something happens where you feel that betrayal or hurt or whatever, just not allowing that shit to harden you, but just taking the lessons as it is and keep it pushing like you do, Pisces. You were the flow, you were the water. Taking yourself out of captive save a whole scenarios, right? Because, Pisces energy loves to be the one to save and root for the underdogs. So trying to rescue and save others, it is not your job, Pisces, to rescue and save others. People can save themselves, Chiron and Pisces. People can save themselves. Okay, this is a lesson that Virgo and Pisces both have to learn. We know. You don't have to save people. It is not your job to save other people. It is not your job to take on other people's emotions. Other people can have emotional responsibility just like you can. So allow people to take responsibility for their own. Allow people to really feel into their own before you feel like you need to step in to something that you don't need to step into, because it's going to lead straight to the rejection, the hurt, the betrayal. Because one, nobody asked you, and even if motherfuckers decided to ask you to do what it do, Pisces, once again, boundaries, bitch. Tell them no, okay, and keep it pushing, all right? Tell them no and keep it pushing. You know what I mean? It's not to say that you can't be the person that people come to seek advice or support and things like that, but you're nobody's therapist, okay? You're nobody's counselor. You don't get paid for it, okay? And I'm not just talking about physical currency, money, but your energy, your physical, your spiritual currency. You don't have to put all that energy out into something that's not being reciprocated into you. You know what I mean? It needs to be an equal exchange of energy, okay? Not just you always feeling like you need to put out. Just, I think, protect your boundaries in that way. You know what I mean? Know when to, sink in, and know when to, swim away, right? So definitely that. Needing to develop gifts as a healer and needing to connect with self. So Pisces, like we talk about that intuition, like we talk about those psychic gifts and we talk about those psychic abilities. Pisces, you already have that. That is something that's coded within your spirit. That's your aura, your code. You know what I mean? You are a natural divine healer. You feel me? So the need to develop those gifts will definitely be very beneficial for you. Only you know how to access those things. Nobody. Yes, you could definitely have support, mentorship on the way. But Pisces, it's already, Chiron and Pisces generation, it's already in you. You know what I mean? Connecting back to self will help you understand and develop those gifts the way you need, So that is my summary. This is the Chiron series. I will be back. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be dropping next week, but hey, if you're following along, you already know what it is. All right. It's a rainy storm checking out without a motherfucking doubt. Deuces.